Hello everyone, Luke Smith here. It is Tuesday 16th, which is halfway into the month now. Let's do an Encyclopedia Dramatica reading, this time on Cyraxx. It's been a while since I've done an ED reading. Now this one has a bit of a pornographic image in it, so I'm going to do my best to censor it. So, let's read about Cyraxx. This person is a sick fuck, yeah, we already know that. However, this is like an introduction to him, so some of you probably don't know who this is. So, Cyraxx, power word Chance Wilkins, appropriately known as the pedo goblin of Archon and code 4043, is a 32-year-old sexually repressed, basement-dwelling narcissist and delusional man-child, failing at his dream to become a world-famous musician. Chance revealed himself to be a likely gullible as well as reprehensible and unwittingly caused his own downfall, recording hundreds of videos of him screaming at his trolls. Known for being a compulsive liar, grammar abuser and plagiarist, the common saying of "don't judge a book by its cover" might apply here, but Chance's appearance is every bit as disgusting as his personality. Almost daily, Chance tries to guilt-trip unsuspecting people with crocodile tears and threats of suicide. I've actually seen his streams of that. It's quite pathetic, to be fair. Which hardly ever works. Only reveals how manipulative and false he can be. Think Chris Chan, but even more of a ghoul, more open racism and homophobia, and more willing to engage in criminality. So we got a lovely little picture there, and we got some information. Cyraxx, real name Chance Wilkins, born the 25th of May 1990. Of course he'd have to be born in the same month as me. Luckily he's about 2 years younger than me. Early career. Although he started netizenship, is that a word, in 2009, that was his when he started YouTube a bit. Cyraxx would first make himself known a year later, starting his music career in 2010, going by the insanely cool name of DJ Shadow Blade. Chance would record himself mumbling into the camera, bumping into walls as he wailed some ungodly noise, insisting he was going to be the next hip-hop sensation. Chance set up his own record label, Killer Clown Records, to avoid being taken advantage of by the evil suits, which is a common mistake in the music industry. The only problem is that Killer Clown's record CEO is incompetent and uneducated. Chance knew next to nothing about what a record label does. Chance isn't just a future famous rapper. He is also a prodigy, a prodigy game developer, author. It's spelled out wrong. Author, music, movie director. In 2014, Chance claimed that he was working on a Resident Evil clone that he had called Call of Duty style gameplay. He announced the development of this game in a random video before never mentioning it again. This being one of many examples of his delusion. In 2018, Chance released his debut thriller, The Darkness, a 20-minute film which is more boring than funny, only proving that Chance can't act or direct for love nor money. Chance's first taste of the internet fame came from his vlogs Inside the Shadows, ranting incoherently into the camera. Chance's video about his hatred of juggalos and the rules that come with being a juggalo got quite popular, although he although this was probably because people saw Chance as a strange internet freak show, and not just some brilliant critic of the clown-themed rappers. Oh, that's why he called himself, like, he called his record label Killer Clowns. Okay, most likely anyway. This video was quickly followed up by a room tour which revealed that Chance was living in the basement, surprising no one, hence Basement Dweller. While this was going on, Chance had been sending out applications for other real music labels, eventually landing him to be signed on with Eric Scarabello, who felt sorry for the deformed freak. This would be a mistake though, as Chance quickly stole Eric's music and claimed it as his own, which he should never do, as well as ditching his DJ Shadow Blade title and renaming himself Cyraxx. That's what that name come from then. After one of Eric's albums. Oh, he stole the name, okay. Once he had stolen all that he could, Chance just left the label and started making fun of it, believing himself to be more popular than Eric, likely because of his YouTube channel going somewhat viral. He even threw the label's dog tags into a river, thinking he could do better. When asked why he did this, Chance lied that his mother convinced him to quit the real label and throw the dog tags away. Trolling. Chance was noticed by the trolls rather quickly, and used his delusions of grandeur to trick him into signing fake record deals or fake music deals, feeding into his fantasy that his music was getting popular. One of the most notable trolls created the fake persona Music Biz Marty. Marty's like the famous troll of his life. And this was the first to troll him with fake deals and praise, offering him to sign onto his record label, Ram Ranch Records. Marty eventually convincing Chance to confide in him with all his shameful secrets and insecurities, which Marty would later leak, leading to Chance becoming insanely paranoid. This paranoia can't have been that bad though, as Chance continued talking about himself, most likely enjoying all the attention, so he's an attention seeker as well. Chance is a blatant plagiarist, stealing art and music from the likes of DeviantArt and SoundCloud, making barely any edits and passing them off as his own. Chance even tries to sell them. He doesn't even bother to make a cover, nor draw his plagiarized art in his own style. In one instance, a German musician called him out on YouTube and asked him to credit him. Expectedly, Cyraxx bitched about it and raged against him, as he does. Cyraxx refused to get a job and has never even held one, believing that he is not there yet in his career. In his career, and doing so would be taking time away from his work. He cites Daniel Radcliffe for this, even though Daniel was 11 when he started his career and Cyraxx is in his 30s. Instead, he relies on Granny Sally for any of his financial support, mooching off her SSI checks in the form of allowance he does for chores. Out of Cyraxx's decade-spanning career, he has made a grand total at most of $5.81. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this up. Don't move that. There you go. Move it over here. And yeah, what we're going to do, we're going to bring this all the way up here. I'm going to take it down in a minute because there's a little leaky picture. Oh, it's not yet. Okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. So you're going to be seeing my face for 2 paragraphs. The hopeless romantic. when you work in the music world, especially the hip hop rap scene, it is inevitable that you get the bitches. Chance quickly found love in the Tangerine Cat, his new online girlfriend. Sadly for Chance, he didn't know his girlfriend was actually a troll who only spoke to him in email and has never struck him as odd. Chance had issues remaining faithful Tangerine. So yeah, it's Tangerine, okay. When the eager female fans begged him for a sexy picture or two, Chance would send pictures of his crooked penis. Here's what Chris Cannon would do. When his emails got leaked by Marty, Tangerine threatened to leave Chance when it was revealed that he was taken pretty immediately to another girl, Marina 666, cheating on his one true sweetheart. In reality, Marty has been instructing Tangerine to pretend to date Chance while he assumed that Marina's identity was convinced Chance for pictures of his arsehole. God, why in the hell would any woman want that? Is that fucking dirty? Chance, who still believed in his girlfriend to be real, lied in hopes of winning her back, claiming his flirtatious messages to other chicks was just banter. Marty was able to pull the stunt off a second time, bringing Chance and his new fake girlfriend, Strawberry Sunshine, into a stream which Marty revealed Chance has been talking dirty to another one of Marty's alts. Strawberry swiftly dumped Chance on air while he threatened to commit suicide. That is a stream that I saw. That was the clip that I saw, I'm pretty sure. Chance's first real girlfriend, Abby, only spoke to him online over FaceTime, and not much is known about her. Photos show her to be incredibly fat and have a hook for a hand as a result of a failed suicide by train. Damn. She broke up with him when his Facebook account was hacked and revealed that he has been cheating on her. There was also Heather, another fat girlfriend who left her lesbian relationship and children for Chance. Why would you go downhill like that? She actually met Chance a few times. Oh, I actually met him. Didn't know that. Moving in with him, and she can be seen behind him a lot in his videos, creating earthquakes with her every step. It seems Chance has a type. Then Heather left Chance and made multiple angry videos screaming and crying about her, claiming that she must have been a troll who only dated her to break his spirit. Well, if true, then that would have been a fucking dedicated trolling. In reality, he was given a chance and he squandered it. Just like the record label deals and the many shots of redemption he had been given. That's the thing. She would have been the one, but he fucked it up as usual. This, however, was the tip of the iceberg. Starting towards the end of 2020 and into 2021, former moderator called Masshole Report turned against him. Posing as an underage girl, Cyraxx would send his dick pics and nude stir. Fucking hell, really? And this was only after she told him she was underage. Once it all came out, Cyraxx got sucked into even more trolling. More girls would come out, confiding in to the Masshole that Cyraxx had sent them sexually explicit material when they were underage. It seemed that Chance has another type, so he's a paedophile as well. Okay, this is the one with the disgusting dick pics, so I'm gonna keep this up still. Her sexual assault and regular assault. Ain't they? Oh no, they are different. I thought they're the same fucking thing. Chance has many talents, like being disgusting, paedophilic, or a sexual deviant. He has frequented places that kids go to, such as Pokemon Go, with the purpose of grooming them for sex. Time and time again, he has been catfished by people who have explicitly stated that they were underage, and this has contributed to his rage when they speak out about their experiences with him. In fact, this was the main factor that got him descended into cowdom. Be warned that his pickle is his most horrifying thing about him, as it makes Chris Can's pickle look like sweet dreams. Yeah, it's a bit scabby. It's horrible. Also, his cut as well, so it's not that good. It's fucking gross. Among with his other disgusting habits, Cyraxx would send dick pics without procreation, even as early as the first response to anyone who wants to establish a relationship with him. So in other words, they say hi and he automatically sends a dick pic. That's basically Cyraxx in a nutshell. Another instance of him shoving a stylus up his arse. Fucking hell, really? Something that small. Normally you stick a stylus up your urethra, but he's like, he's probably not into that sort of shit yet. And licking that, oh god, no. Oh god, no, licking that shit stained. Oh, why? That's fucking gross. My internet ran out. Oh, that is disgusting. That's horrible. Sticking that shit stained stick on the stream, licking it. Ugh. While Chance was in high school, he raped a blind boy. Fucking hell. And he was pulled out from his school. Why didn't he get on the sex offender database is anyone's guess. On the 14th of February 2012, it's 10 years ago, fucking hell, Chance got his ass arrested for strangling his granny. That's elder abuse right there. He would be sent into counselling, which has done absolutely fuck all to temper this goblin rage, his goblin rage. In 2012, Chris strangled his grandmother, the woman who looked after him. I was going into detail of that all his life, for no reason other than being an impulse he decided to act on. A bit like how Chris Chan raped his dementally ill mother. She dropped the charges against Chance. Why? Then she really, when she really could have fucked him up legally, she chose to pity and look after Chance. He does not deserve her. Fucking hell. Right, I'm gonna bring my pop this down here. There we go. Right, we're gonna have FaceTime for the rest of the video. Yeah, for some reason my internet went out. I don't know why. That's alright, as long as I don't navigate away from this page. Rage. Aside from his sexual deviancy and paedophilia, Cyraxx excels in exploding tard rage. Almost immediately on the stream he's on, he will explode. Cyraxx claims that the trolls were after his family and friends, but in reality they were mostly after him. Whatever people talk about him, especially when they reveal him the truth, he will yell over them so to drown out what they are saying. Yeah, I've seen a lot of that. Is fucking as loud cunt he is. When that isn't enough, he will flash his penis and try to get the streams taken down and the people banned. Really? Then he'd yell the hard R on the stream. In one instance, Cyraxx was so consumed with rage that Schmecklecat once offered him a bet of $100 not to rage that day, and he lost immediately. He would also throw shit against the wall at rage, destroying them. Cyraxx believes that he can snap someone in half like a twig, but he's 4'9". He can barely lift shit. Yeah, he's such a weakling. He is. He's like a fucking midget. He's a weakling. He's as skinny as anything. If anything, he is the one that can get snapped in half like a twig. Also, he can goad people into coming to his house to fight him, so they can prove to him that they're not a coward. But the goblin will be coping up in his attic because he knows that he would get fucked hard and deep. Cyraxx also has repeatedly threatened to kill his trolls. That's illegal. Mainly Masshole Reports, Blizz Marty, and William Glory Hole. But he is too much of a coward and he can't drive a shit. Wait, does he drive or not? I fucking hope not. All in all, these bouts of rage has costed his grandmother thousands of dollars in damages and in repairs, and plenty of police visits. So much as they already know him by name. Police know all the goblin is nothing but fluff whenever he bitches and moans to the cops about the internet bullies. Family horror. Cyraxx has lived with Sally, his grandmother, for virtually his whole life, and you can take a guess why. Like any other intolerant inbred freak, Chance's father was in prison for most of his childhood, and his mother was unable to look after him. He has other siblings, but they don't want to talk or know him. It's probably for the fucking best. The only brother that did bother, Bill, died due to cancer. Oh, that's a shame. Although he may have been due to being a faggot. Really? Why would they give you cancer? Mind you, he probably kicked him out because he was gay. I'm not quite sure. He never visited Chance in the hospital as he died from his faggotry. Well, or never visited by Chance. Okay, I read that wrong. Chance's father, internet's still not back by the way, Rubel Marex, is now Angus Ravenwood. These weird names, are too foreign or something, I'm not sure. Is a convicted sex offender who serves a 20-year sentence for raping a 14-year-old girl on a bike path at the age of 25. Jesus fucking Christ. One of his friends saw an artist's impression of the perpetrator and told him that it was him. He repeatedly denied it. After serving the sentence, his father relocated to Eingrave. Is that a real place? I don't know. Got a new job, and as soon as he put his past behind, this must be a fucking while ago, damn. But Marty and Schmeckel Cat tried to track him down and expose him for being a pedo when they discovered that he was outposting images of underage boys in drag on Pinterest. Oh, he's not changed then. He's still fucking doing it. He was promptly fired and confided them about it on stream, saying that it was for trans kids awareness because of his co-worker was fired for transphobia. Yeah, that's a really shit excuse to use, to be fair. He still denied that he raped that 14-year-old girl before finally admitting to it. In spite of his, he is still unrepresented for what he did. Cyraxx's mother, Connie Jean, that's a better name than the other one, is a retard per excellence. Diagnosed for being almost brain dead, she was banned from looking after Chance. That's why he was taken away from her. Since it took her 3 years to learn how to drive a car when it should normally take 1 year at the most. She burnt down her whole house trying to cook something on the stove and died in a blaze. Really fucking hell. All thanks for being such a retard. She drank while pregnant with Chance, which would explain how he ended up such a freak. Yeah, that would definitely explain it. Finally, Chance's grandmother is also a pedo rapist, getting married to his granny Sally when... Oh, grandfather, okay. When she was 15, and he was 25 years of age. Another 25-year-old rapist. There's a lot of fucking shit going on in this family. The misadventures of Twitch. On Twitch. During June of 2022, about 2 months ago, Cyraxx had a brilliant idea of streaming on Twitch, hoping that he can get away from the trolls and try doing other things that he wanted to do by himself. He's new to Twitch. I thought he's been doing Twitch basically his whole life and make money his way. However, just like on his YouTube channel, I knew he had that first. Cyraxx continued singing and dancing the same old songs and dances. While YouTube is willing to put up with the goblin retarded bullshit, Twitch is much more stricter and isn't gonna let him go off the hook. if he dares fuck up. Unsurprisingly, Cyraxx couldn't contain his racism and homophobia, as he stated saying such things over there. Twitch quickly dropped the ban hammer and gave him a 7-day suspension. Rather than rise up to his actions and wait until the suspension is over so he can quickly appeal it, he decided to change his VPN and make a new Twitch account, which caused Twitch to permaban him and his original Twitch account for ban evasion. That's the thing, because it's like Twitch and YouTube, I think, can actually look past VPNs. They know if it's a fake IP address. Of course, Cyraxx would go to blame the trolls for all of this once again, another song and dance. Before his ban, Cyraxx managed to make around $90 or something in ad revenue. To be fair, that's not really much a month, really, which is more than the pathetic amount he normally makes in a decade, as Twitch will only start paying a user once he has hit $100 in ad revenue. Cyraxx didn't get that sweet money upon being banned. That's the thing, because it's like YouTube and Twitch, they only pay out at the end of the month, or I think when they get $100 at least. The trolls, Music Blizz Marty, the guy who started trolling the Goblin, Masshole Report, the Fat Boystron, who used to be a mod on one of the Goblin's communities, till she turned against him and began exposing him as the cow that he really is. Schmecklecat, William Gloryhole, Cyraxx's newest foe. So we got C also, Chris Can, a relative of the Goblin, not really, similar though, and EDP, if Cyraxx was black. I already read about EDP, I might read about Chris Can later. External links. Cyraxx has so many YouTube accounts that he deletes them in an effort to evade trolls that honestly we lost track how many. Of course, he would make new ones shortly after deletes the previous ones, and his trolls are diligent enough to archive everything. Now we got his official website, his SoundCloud account, his merch. He actually sells merch. The Kiwi Farms, CWC wiki thread. I don't know why he's on that. These thread keeps tracks on his antics. His Facebook account, his Discord server, nope, deleted, and his Twitch. Cyraxx is part of a series on locales. Cyraxx is part of a series on Dying Alone. Cyraxx is a part of a series on Man Children. Ooh. Interesting stuff. Yeah, fucking weird. Yeah, I'm not really following Cyraxx as much. I'm more like watching videos that are about him. But yeah, he's not my favourite lolcow. Chris Can will always be my favourite lolcow, and everyone knows that. And everyone knows why, because he's popular for the wrong reasons. But yeah, this has been the Encyclopedia Dramatica reading of Cyraxx. Tomorrow I have got another letter reading from Chris Can. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Also up there's the support links. If you want to donate, you can if you want to, and I'll see you guys next time.